Hi there. Cardano's price has been suppressed for 2 consecutive weeks under a certain level. It's time to do a Wyckoff check on this price and see where it's going. If you're new to my sessions, these are the 3 key items I'll cover during the session. So let's start with the weekly chart of Cardano. Here, we see Cardano is still within the accumulation of Wyckoff method. So during the accumulation cycle, the very first few stages were the preliminary support where panic sell happened and also whales start to buy, slowly buying in their stock, alright? And then we come to the panic over stage, which was around 3 to 4 weeks ago. Currently, it's still around the stage we call AR, not augmented reality, but automatic rally. Okay, it's basically the bulls trying to set the trading range top, or the whales trying to set the trading range top. And then what comes after is subsequent tests. So it can be rounds and rounds of tests. The price goes up and down between that cycle top and usually around where the selling climax was. But sometimes tests can go deeper depending on the macro environment and the narrative at hand. All right. October 10th showed us this level of around 0.275 for Cardano. So if the price really comes down below the selling climax of 0.33, that will be the very first more solid support before the price challenged the even lower level of 0.24. 0.24 was where 2022-23 accumulation cycle basically where it bottoms around. All right. Of course, further back in history there were lower levels, but those two are the very first and second levels for supporting if the price does come down to test those paper hands. All right. And when we get to the daily chart, all those dates have passed, so we can get rid of these. The price, according to Wyckoff method, supposedly is to trade sideways. All right. Okay, so there's not much going on right now. If you look at the volume, what indication the volume is giving us is that last week the volume, when it was continuously red, it continuously declined. So there wasn't much of a paper hand, panicking selling as of that moment. And just 4 days ago on Tuesday, we've got a little bit of price climb trying to get through this 0.415 level. So this level is set by the previous trading activity. Sorry, just to fix this line. Yeah, so you see this particular area, right? So this is the very first reference where the current intermediate resistance of 0.415 comes from. There is also older references back in 2024 summer. All right, that was also the accumulation before it pops to the near the end of 2024 buying climax. So this reference still has effect over the current trading. All right. The good thing, or the relieving sign again, whenever the price comes down, the volume drops as well, those red volume. So there, besides this resistance, there's also an intermediate support over here. Let's change it to white. So if you look at what happened over here, that's what happening over the past week. Basically, the bulls and the bears are playing along these two lines. The white dashed line around 0.384 and the blue line around 0.415, 416 level. All right. You don't have to go back too far in history. The recent trading provide quite a bit of reference already. So, like I said, according to the Wyckoff method, that's what we're expecting. So there won't be much of a surprise if it goes up and down for a little longer until the macro environment improves and people start to turn to risk on mode. All right, this is the silent period, unfortunately, for crypto, and it's definitely going to test everybody's patience. But those have patience will be rewarded, and those, especially those who do their own research. Okay, that's for Cardano for now. If you are interested in getting access to these sessions 2 days earlier than the others, feel free to join the channel membership.